own Cops and Rodders family, a 17-year-old senior at Lenape Valley Regional High School. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Cheyenne Kowalski.
Yay!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Woo! Yeah!
All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give the command. When I do, I want everybody to fire up their vehicles, and we're going to let them rev for at least 30 seconds, at least, if not more. So if you are not in your car, please get there right now. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to count down from 10, and I need everybody out there to help me. So we're ready. 10,
40,
9, 8,
17,
7, 6,
47,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rev them up. See if we can get him to rev his engine for the troops. Hey Ed, can you give him the signal and get him to rev it?
That's crazy. There's nothing loud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank all of you that revved your engines for the troops. We want to thank every person that served in our military to give us our freedoms. We thank you. How about a hand for all of our veterans, are currently serving, and those who've lost their lives? I believe we have. For the second place points, these are plaques given out to the winners. So we are going to start it out. These are again second place. This one, first one goes out to, it looks like Vinny Gariello with a 1970.5 Chevy Camaro Z28. All right, our next one is going out to Clifford Pultz with a 1930 Ford Coupe Street Rod. Car number 49. That's what it says on here. We didn't have a car number, but he made his own. He's making his way down. There he is, folks. All right. Our next one goes out to Harry Papinko with a 2010 Dodge Challenger. Now, I just want to make a point. If I slaughter anybody's name, I'm a DJ, not a spelling teacher. All right, so the next one goes out to Dominic Zemansky with a 1970 Mac R773 ST. That's That's the red one over in the corner there for anybody that didn't see that. Is he making his way up here? Did he hear me? All right. We're going to move into our next one. This one goes out to Jim Redinger with a 1963 Chevy Nova. All right, our next one is going out to Lou Grossi with a 1965 Pontiac Grand Prix. I guess Lou is somewhere out there. And if anybody out there is still wandering and you have a car in the show, you might want to come to the DJ tent because you might have a good shot at winning an award. The next one for the second place points is going out to Glenn Nemeth with a 1984 Chevy Monte Carlo. I think he's coming this way. All right, our next one is going out to Bob LaSala with a 1967 Chevy 2. Bob right there? Hey, Bob, nice job. All right, our next one is going out to Carol Friedman with a 2004 Chevy Corvette. All right, our next one is going out to Bob Hackenberg with a 1965 Ford Mustang. Next award is going out to Richie and Diane Leith with a 1940 Ford Coupe. Richie and Diane, come on up. And continuing on, we have Ralph Elbin with a 1970 Buick GS. This next one is going out to Mr. Bob Mulvihill with a 1966 Peterbilt. Now we see Ralph coming. Ralph's making his way. Somebody must have told him he won an award. All right, our next one is going out to Jan Ironman with a 1962 Hillman Minx. Bringing our next one out. This one's going out to Sue Redinger with a 1956 Ford F100. All right, here we go. The next one up, and I'm sure you all saw this car. It was Larry Frey with a 69 Dodge. It's the General Lee Charger. Yeah. next one is going out. Looks like Richie Sherbo with a 1932 Ford Cabriolet. Richie, Ed says you have great legs. He loves the shorts. I like the shirt. Carrie and I are digging the Bazinga. A little bit of Big Bang Theory there. All right, the next award goes out to David Nemeth with a 1955 Chevy 210. All right, this name I might slaughter, but you can pronounce this one a couple ways, but I'm going to try it the best I can from what it looks like. This one goes out to Vinny Pacheco with a 1970 Dodge Charger. If I trashed your last name, I'm sorry. How do you say it? Pacheco. Wow, I was way off. All right, the next one goes out to Donald Sassaman with a 1968 Mustang GT Fastback. All right, our next one goes out to William English with a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro SS3 96. He's coming in hot. He's running. He's like, I got an award. Here I come. All right, our next one goes out to Rocco Di Gregorio with a 1963 Chevy Impala. Hey, Walt, we didn't call your name. Our next one, hey, this is a simple name. This one goes out to John with a 1970 Chevy SS. He just goes by John. The man has no last name. Just so you know, when Walter ran up here, he's accepting a trophy for somebody else. We didn't like him enough to give him one. Plus, he was a judge anyway. So he's accepting it for somebody else. The next one we're moving on to, though, this one goes out to Anthony Fox with a 2013 Dodge Durango. It's actually sitting right here next to the DJ tent. Come on, Anthony, move it. Let's go. You're holding up the works here, buddy. Our next one's going out to Jim Cappin with a 1964 Chevy Corvette. All right, next one goes out to Stephanie Rhinesmith with a 2004 Ford Mustang. Next one here is going out to Dave Smith with a 1953 Chevy Bel Air. Hey, it's Dave the Dancer. This man did a great Elvis dance right in front of the DJ tent, just for an oil change, by the way. Hey, Dave, what would you do for a Klondike bar? The next one goes out to the Peach family with a 1912 Van T, is what this says here. Here comes Mr. Peach making his way up. Nice job. That's a nice vehicle over there, too. Our next award goes out to Mr. Bob Stevens, a 59 Corvette. Freshly painted by Valhalla, who was one of our sponsors. Did a very nice job on that car. So our next one here is going out to Mr. Ed Williams with a 1955 Chevy wagon. Our next award goes out to Mr. Luis Cintron with a 1964 Ford Cobra. All right, this is our last award for second place points. This one goes out to Bill Brownlee with a 1972 Chevy Chevelle. And there's Bill. All right, nice job. All right, now we are going to move it on to our top 25 pre-1980. 1972 Chevy pickup. All right, our next award is going out to a man that we all love, Mr. Joe Lounsbury with a 1967 Pontiac GTO. Here he comes. You can't miss the guy. He's about 6'12". That would be 7 feet, by the way, for those that don't know that. Nice job, Joe. Congratulations on that. All right, our next award goes out to Rich and Elaine Hogan with a 1967 Pontiac GTO. Award. This one goes out to Mr. Ed Stevens with a 1955 Chevy 210. All right, his brother's accepting the award for him. Next award goes out to Mike Esposito with a 1957 Chevy Nomad. Looking for Mike Esposito. Is he out there?
He's all the way down there.
You had a nice car. You won an award. Oh, he's coming down this way. He's coming. Is he coming in hot? No, he's not coming in hot, huh, Howard? All right. All right. Our next award is going out to Lynn Hoffman with a 1950 Dodge pickup truck. The price is right. You've won an award. Coming from all the way in the corner. All right. All right, our next award is going out also to Mr. Jim Devaney with a 1968 Ford Mustang. Congratulations, Jim. Our next pre-1980 goes out to Mike Novak with a 1955 Chevy Nomad. Heading on to our next award, it goes out to Mr. Pete Zawalik with a 1964 Pontiac Le Mans. Congratulations, Pete. Our Our next award goes out to the Peach family with a 1908 4T. It is the sister car of the 1912, the older sister. Our next award goes out to Mr. Ray Kowalik with a 1968 Chevy Camaro. Okay, our next award is going out to Glenn and Susan with a 1965 Pontiac GTO. The last name looks like Daves to me, but I'm sure it's not pronounced that way. It could be Daves, Daves, Davies. Daves, all right. Hey, it was just the way it looked. All right, our next award is going out to Mr. Jim Haggerty with a 1969 Chevy Nova. That is a pro street car, and guess what? He drove that here. What does that get, about a quarter of a mile to a gallon? 2 miles to the gallon, and that's probably race fuel, and that's not cheap. Listen, you got to lift the wheels on the way out. All right, our next award goes out to Mr. Bob Capral with a 1969 Plymouth GTX convertible. Okay, our next award is going out to Laura Conti with a 1966 Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, Laura!
All right, our next award is going out. Oh, I know this guy. Mr. Victor Dean with a 1956 Ford Crown Victoria. Sure, hey, Vic, you would own a Vic, wouldn't you? You wouldn't have it any other way. Our next one goes out to Mr. Rick C. with a 1937 Chevy Master. It's either Rick C. or Rick L. You can kind of go either way. Our next award goes out to Mr. Herbert Doherty with a 1935 Auburn convertible. All right, next up, award goes to Gil Haas with a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. Hey, Gil, we hear this is the first trophy with that car. Is that true? Yeah. We all know that's not true. Our next award is going out to Greg and Joe Newell with a 1965 Mustang convertible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Moving on to our next award receiver is Don Jansen with a 1970 Pontiac GTO Judge. Our next award goes out to Jim Cogan with a 1965 Ford Cobra. Apparently he went home. All right, so moving on. Our next winner is Paul Motica with a 1959 Chevy Impala. The next award for pre-1980 goes out to Debbie Hay with a 1964 Ford Thunderbird. And for anybody that doesn't know, that's Ed's favorite word, hey. Ed always says it. He's like, hey, guys. Hey, Hey, Chris. Hey, Jim. There you go. Ed's haying everybody.
That's what I told everybody.
All right, our next award goes out to Brian Cafral with a 1969 Dodge Charger. And our last award for the pre-1980 goes out to Mr. Bob Mulvihill with a 1934 Ford High-Body Coupe. Now, if anybody didn't see Mulvihill, they had a lot of vehicles there. Very nice vehicles. Bob's coming. All right. Tell Bob to bring a shopping cart. They got some nice vehicles. They had some great trucks on display over there too. Some nice Peterbilts, I believe, Chevys. Bob had 2 awards today. Very nice job. Bob, let's have a hand for Bob. Now we are moving into the 1980 and New Fingers that plays the piano. Ed Two Drop. And for those of you that don't know how Ed got his nickname, we call him Eddie Two Drop because if there is a chance of rain within 1,000 miles of the state of New Jersey, Ed's not bringing out either car he owns. This next one's going out to Fred Mucatel with a 2008 Ford Mustang. Next award goes out to Nicole, looks like Shatton, with a 2010 Ford Mustang. Cruising around. We're going to give this one out to Levi Gonzalez.